The war in Ukraine at a critical moment. Russia making it clear it is setting its sights on eastern Ukraine. And tonight we have learned Vladimir Putin has now set up a blockade around that steel factory we've been reporting on here. Inside that factory, Ukrainian fighters and potentially up to 1,000 civilians seeking shelter, refusing to surrender to the Russians. Putin has declared victory in Mariupol. Tonight, President Biden saying there is no clear evidence of that. And tonight, the U.S. is now sending another $800 million in military aid and weapons. The president coming before cameras at the White House today, expressing his outrage at the brutality of Russia's campaign, the war crimes, the atrocities, the president said. The president vowing Putin will never succeed in taking all of Ukraine. Tonight, Putin surrounding that plant, ordering the plant to be sealed off so that, quote, not even a fly comes through. The mayor of Mariupol tonight telling ABC News Ukrainian troops will not surrender and that U.S. military assistance is reaching them. And tonight, President Biden also revealing a new program to welcome Ukrainian refugees, calling on Americans to sponsor the refugees. ABC's James Longman tonight inside Ukraine with the harrowing stories. The Ukrainians trying to get out of Mariupol, facing multiple Russian checkpoints, and what they say the Russians did. James, inside Ukraine again tonight.
Tonight, as Russia presses its offensive in eastern Ukraine, the U.S. announcing another $800 million in military aid to help the Ukrainians fight back.
This package includes heavy artillery weapons, dozens of howitzers, and 144,000 rounds of ammunition to go with those howitzers.
There's also $500 million more to help fund Ukrainian government operations, including salaries and social programs. The military package is a substantial one, including 72 howitzers and the vehicles to tow them. It includes 121 tactical drones, similar to Switchblades, but a new type developed in part by the U.S. Air Force to meet specific Ukrainian needs in this war. Biden said he's almost exhausted his authority to provide military aid and would go to Congress next week for more money to keep the weapons flowing.
To modernize Teddy Roosevelt's famous advice, sometimes we will speak softly and carry a large javelin, because we're sending a lot of those in as well.
It all comes as Russian President Putin today declared victory in Mariupol, even though he says he's called off an attempt to storm the last stronghold held by Ukrainians in the city. The Russian leader ordered a blockade of the Azovstal steel factory so nothing can get in or out. Russian drone video showing the extent of the damage, and just outside the city, new satellite images which may show the existence of mass graves. Mariupol's mayor told ABC today that U.S. military assistance is reaching Ukrainian fighters in the city and they have no intention of surrender.
Are there 1,000 people left in the Azovstal plant now, or what's the number, and how many people are left in the wider city?
He said 1,000 civilians are also in that steel plant and they're running out of what they need to survive. 100,000 people remain stuck in the city. But today, for the first time in more than a week, a handful managed to get out. Vitaly was among them. We met him as he struggled with his few remaining possessions. His bus was stopped repeatedly at Russian checkpoints, he said. Soldiers there intimidating and humiliating those on board.
The Russians were taking your fingerprints.
Yes, he says, they took photographs from the front and from the sides. They were grabbing me by my hands, by my neck.
He's crying. Yeah.
He's had a long journey, finally a chance to rest.
Who have you left behind in Mariupol? Is there anyone there?
My son and his wife, he says. I was living underground for 25 days. His granddaughter went through hell with him. He'd briefly lost her today in the excitement of reaching safety.
Where is she? That's your granddaughter there? She's shy. You're not shy, but she's shy. This is the granddaughter. Look at your face. You can't stop smiling.
I'm happy that we're here, she says. My soul is happy for meeting you, says Vitaly.
My soul is happy for meeting you as well.
Yeah, a rare moment of joy in the middle of a war zone. James Longman back with us tonight from eastern Ukraine. And James, you and I were on the air earlier today as President Biden was revealing this new military aid to Ukraine. In fact, when we came to you, you had just talked to Ukrainians who were able to get out of Mariupol. They were some of them we just saw there. I was struck when they described what they had faced at multiple Russian checkpoints.
Yeah, they had to get through as many as 20 checkpoints manned by Russian soldiers, David. And we've heard they were humiliated and intimidated at everyone, even made to strip, where soldiers looked for tattoos that suggested military affiliations. And there is concern now tonight, David, for those 1,000 civilians stuck in the basement of that steel plant, now been sealed off by Russia. David?
The world now watching that factory, James. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.